welcome back to Math and More with Mr. Shea. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to compare numbers. As always, if you're following along and taking notes, feel free to pause the video and then replay it when you're ready to go. We're going to start with a few vocabulary words. We have is greater than, and you can use the greater than symbol to show a number greater than another. And then you have is less than, and you use the less than symbol to show that. And you have is equal to, and you're going to use the equal sign to show that. One way to kind of think about it is I kind of like to think that the symbol, you can kind of draw a little creature on there. He wants to eat the number that's bigger. So sometimes I'll draw a little creature. He wants to eat the number that's bigger. Okay, so when we're comparing numbers, we're trying to find a number that's bigger than the other number. So there's a few different ways that we can compare numbers. The first way, we can use a period table. So we have our ones period and our thousands period because we have a number that is in the 600,000. So we have 632,760, and we have 646,844. And we're trying to compare those numbers and find which number is bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first number, the 632,760, and we're going to place those digits in the correct periods. So we can just start from the right. We have our 0, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, and you can always make this table if you need to and to compare them. And then we'll get our 646,844. So we get our 4, 4, 8, and I'm just filling in right to left. 6, 4, 6. Now, when you're comparing it, what you're going to do is you're going to move from left to right, and you're going to compare the numbers. So we're going to start in the hundreds, thousands period. So we're going to start right here. Okay, and we're going to compare those. So we have 6 and 6, so they're equal. So then we're going to go to the next one. And here we have different numbers. So in our tens, thousands period, we have different numbers. We have a 3 and 4. And so since I know that 4 is a bigger or a greater number than 3, I know that this number right here is going to be bigger than the other numbers. So the 646,844 is going to be a larger number than the 632,760. So what we need to put in here is a less than symbol because 632,760 is less than 646,844. And if you want, you can draw your little guy in there. He wants to eat that bigger number. So that's one way you can create a table and place the digits in the correct spot and then compare. Another way you can compare is by just lining them up by the correct digit and period. So we have 840,515, and we're trying to compare that to 845,015. So what we're going to do here is we're going to line them up. So kind of like we did with the period, but we're not going to create the whole box. So I'm going to start by writing our 840,515, and I'm just going to place the 845,015 right below it where we're lining up. We have our ones lined up, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our 10,000s, and our 100,000s are all lined up so that we can then compare them. And then we start from the left side. So we can compare. We have 8 and 8, so those are the same. We have 4 and 4. So we still have the same. We have 0 and 5. So now we have a different number here. And we know that 5 is bigger than 0. So we know our 845,015 is a greater number than 840,515. So we are going to need the less than symbol again because 840,515 is less than 845,015. Okay? And one last way we can compare numbers is by using a number line. So sometimes you'll have number lines provided for you. You can make a number line. So we're going to be comparing 46,325 and 49,152. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 46,325, and I'm going to underline that in red. I'm going to place that on our number line. So that's going to go somewhere in here. It's not going to be exact, but it's going to be in between the 46,000 and the 47,000. Okay, I'm going to change my color here. And our 49,152, we're going to place somewhere right over here after the 49,000. And what we're going to do is we're going to look on the number line, and whichever number is further right is going to be greater than the number to the left. So in this case, our blue dot is further right than the red dot. So 49,152 is going to be greater than 46,325. So we get another less than symbol. So we're going to do one more example here. Let's say we're given 33,527. We're going to be comparing that to 33,517. Okay. The one I like to do the most is I just kind of like to stack them. So I'm going to stack the two numbers here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work left to right until we find a number that's different. We can find the one that's bigger or smaller than the other. So 3 and 3, we have the same. 3 and 3 again is the same. 5 and 5 is the same. 2 and 1, not the same. So we know that 2 is bigger than 1. So 33,527 is going to be greater than 33,517. So we can get our little monster if we want there. See how he's going to want to eat that bigger number. Then a last example, just to show you an example of equals to. Let's say we had 22,100, and we're going to be comparing that to 22,100. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to line them up, and we're going to compare left to right. 2 and 2 is the same. 2 and 2 is the same. 1 and 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So if we get them all being the same, then we're going to write that 22,100 is equal to 22,100. So that's how we compare numbers. There's a few different ways we can do it. Remember, we can stack our numbers like this. We can use a number line, or we can create a table and compare them that way. And if you have questions or suggestions, please put them in the comments below, and good luck with your practice.